Hello, hello.
This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are
PM Artist Studio.
Hi guys, it's a Tuesday.
Tis.
We are going to experiment on some things. I will do some hellos. One moment here. Whoopsie doopsie there. All right, sound is all on, right?
Sound is all on?
Checking.
Hello,
Yes,
let us know.
Let's pop out the chat. Do remember to turn your chat over to live chat if you want to see it all. Do say hello. Otherwise, I do not know that you are here. Thumbsy upsies, all that business, because we are getting started. Very exciting, very exciting. Participants, we have Anne, Heather. Heather, would you please send me a private message either over on Instagram or Facebook or, you know, an email. Just let me know. But I wanted to chit-chat with you about something. So, hello to Anne, Heather, Brad, Colleen, Cookie Wookie, also known as Mo, Evie, Judy, Julie, Catherine, Kelly, Linda, Lisa, Liz, Panka, Serious Heck, also known as Lisa, Susan Dufresne, The Messy Palette, a.k.a. Diane, and our friend of lovely pug tassel friendliness. Just gotta throw that in every once in a while. Hi, Diane. How are you? Okay. I think I got everybody. Be sure to say hello. Let me move my stuff around here.
No. Thumbsies, upsies.
Sorry, I'm a little out of breath because I ran up the stairs because, you know, last minute she's like, my notes are downstairs. I'm like,
Yeah, I went to the VA this morning.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
We have been processing orders out the wazoo. Do keep in mind, guys, sorry, we are running a little bit behind. We had some kind of crazy, you know, influx of orders over the 4th of July. So, we are running a little more behind, which means, you know, by like a day more than we normally do. But you know us, we usually process it like the day of. But I did want to kind of give you a heads up that don't worry. It's just been a little nutty with the holiday, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Things are happening.
I don't have to know that kind of stuff.
It's really bad she doesn't.
Yeah, and I'm not interested in knowing how to run a Cricut because it's
Hey,
kind
Deb.
of like milking cows. If you learn how to do it, then you'll be expected to do it.
Hey, Norma. Oh, we got some new ones, some returners. I love that Debbie's here. Barbara, hello. Alrighty. Do give the thumbsy upsies, guys. Don't forget about that, because you're my crew. You're the, you know, the starters of everything here. So.
Yeah, you're the influencers.
Or at least, you know, on YouTube's end of things. You're letting them know.
Yeah.
We're here.
Get over there. Check those people out.
Exactly.
You might learn something.
At the very least, you're going to have some chuckles.
Yeah.
We don't promise the learning.
And we're not playing any music, so there's not that to worry about.
Oh, are you gonna? Well, go on with your notes, but do remember to talk about the collab video.
Oh, absolutely, because I just finished watching it, and I told Mariah, I said that needs to be on national television. But that aside, do you think we could get it on YouTube?
Yeah. Hey, they're Arty Trio, Mo. And
I vote.
Anne.
I vote as part of the trio.
All right, here. What's going on? You, I don't know your outline of your corner, or were you eating chocolate?
God, Mariah, you are so rude sometimes.
I'm just helping out.
Oh,
Did you want me to let you just go through the stream looking like you've been
chewing on chocolate?
You know how Izzy sometimes she gets into things, like into it, and it ends up here.
I know, I washed her face off the other day with just a handful of water. She acted like I was killing her. I said, when I'm sticking your head in under the faucet, then you'll know you have something to worry about right now. Just get over here and let me wash your
hair.
face.
Yeah, no, it was the hair washing.
Oh, it was the hair washing, but, I mean, you know, we did the hair washing and her mouth was still, I don't know. Defies.
It does.
Okay, so,
Oh, goodness.
as I was sitting at the VA today, just getting, I want to go back to Anne's thing. Yeah, oh my gosh, that is just, it's so beautiful and so wonderful. And I don't know, can we archive that? And, you know, I would like to watch it because stuff goes away, and I don't know where it goes to.
Well,
sometimes.
and I'd love to put it on mine, but if you wanted to upload it to your personal, so you can upload it to your, because, all right.
Now, when you're talking about what kind of ownership are we talking
Yeah,
about here?
okay, so-
is that Anne's, yours, mine, and
All right,
everybody?
here's the thing. When you are on YouTube and I see you as who you are, that is your YouTube profile. Your YouTube profile is technically a channel. You can upload or create, or, you know, like, you don't have to create your own content. You could even just create playlists of your favorite content on your channel.
Well,
Yes.
live and learn.
Hey, look at that. Hi, Darcy. And look, a member for 4 months of Mucky Muck. Thank you for that, Darcy. But yeah, so if you have your own profile, you have your own channel, then you could upload it there, and then we could share it out on ours. Or if you don't want to get into all that, if you can just get me the video, I would love to upload it to our channel and share it that way, because I mean, it's beautiful.
And I think you need a title page with your name and Mo's name in there.
It has it at the bottom there.
Yeah, but I think it needs to be a little bit more.
Oh, you want like a full-on, like...
Yeah, like the credits that they do on movies and things.
Well, that's up to Anne. I mean, she wants to add that. Hello, Diane. Welcome.
I just think it's of the quality that, you know, and I told Mariah, I said, I would like for Anne to do all of our
Brian.
voiceovers for us in the future, please.
Yeah, Anne's voice was so beautiful. I was like,
her voice is so nice, and sometimes I feel like mine, it's either there, it's going, you know,
especially
one of
when
those.
she does that. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, well.
She said she'll have her daughter send me the file. Fair enough. I'm cool with it. I think I have.
Yeah, and I just, you know, what is really cool when you see sort of a retrospective like that, which I consider that to be, because there were some things in there that were from long time ago, and I was going, where did she get that? I don't even know where that is.
Instagram.
Yeah. Well, okay. Good to know that it's out there, but it's nice to have it like
Jeanette.
all together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just blown away with that. I loved it.
Oh, her daughter helped her with the video end of things. See, her and Mo worked on the copy, the words.
Dialogue.
Yes. And then, tell you what, it takes a team.
And it was just so remarkable how it went.
And take the credit. It's all yours.
I'm just so impressed that the verbiage went along with the frottage. I mean,
we know how hard that is to line up.
Oh yeah, and make it happen so that it doesn't look awkward and kind of
flowed so beautifully.
Oh, it was just
yeah.
It was wonderful. I just, you know, I don't know. I'm extremely impressed with that, and I love it, and thank you. Appreciate it very much. Well, speaking of gratitude, if you want to really up your gratitude list, go hang out at the VA a little while.
You know this is Tuesday. It's not Thursday.
I know it's not, but
you can have thoughts on Thursday.
I can have thoughts on Tuesday too, because usually I don't know what the hell day it is anyway. So what difference does it make? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you know, whatever. I'm retired. I don't have to know.
Okay.
And I just kept thinking about, you know, all the people, our people, who, because, you know, this one guy came in and he had some kind of bone disorder. And this other man had a terrible time walking, but he sat down and chatted me up, and we were talking about this and that and everything else. And I mean, I think what's remarkable is not the illness, but how people overcome it. And I know we have people in our group that are having physical and other kind of...
Or family members, and even, you know...
Yeah, and even loss. And I really want to be thankful for the physical shape that I'm in right now. It may not be wonderful.
So sorry. Susan, like, what are you guys talking about with the Anne video? Okay, so sorry. Yeah, that was kind of. I just
Oh, yeah.
assume that everybody knows what I know.
You should not do that
No.
ever. That's a
Over there in
ASS
Makers,
situation.
Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. If you aren't a member, please do come and join us. I'm sure Mo will, or one of our lovely mods, we have a few of them in here, will drop the link to the Facebook group. But at the very top, I have put it in the featured area. So it should be like the very first one there, or it's at to sort of the top of the feed. But you're looking for the July sign up post. And then in that, there is the video. So you'll want to, click on
Look
the
for
little-
heads.
Yeah, that was so funny that they
Heads
found
up.
that. Heads up, yes.
Heads up.
It was the older collaged heads. We've been working with those heads for a while.
And I'm jazzed about this because I got another whole idea here today, which I'm going to bust out here in a minute. As soon as we start getting really
perfect.
into
Thank
it.
you, Judy.
I've got, and I'm jazzed. I've got one more head left. I just have to find a base, and I think I could probably get
Oh, we've
Izzy
got
to eat
some-
the rest of the gummy bears
and
in
there's
the
some darn nuts down there that probably are.
stale.
Yeah.
I ordered some more wasabi peas. I'm big on this mix that I've
Yeah,
created.
P has her own mix. You should write that down.
I should. That recipe for that?
Uh-huh.
I know, because I'm telling you, this
If you
is,
like wasabi.
yeah, this is all I have
Devin.
left. But it has a little of everything
That
in
was
it.
the one that I gave her because I had it in the office.
Those Worcestershire.
I don't like eating it. It's not a very good snacky one for the office because it sort of has a buildup of filmy kind of stuff on your fingers, and then it's usually that
Oh.
wasabi stuff.
And if you rub your eyes, you're sorry.
Yeah, you are very.
Izzy doesn't. She just says, no, I don't want any of the green things, Gigi. I just want the brown toast, please.
Yeah, she likes the Melba.
She likes it with a little, but she likes it after it's been in there a while because it has a little wasabi flavor.
Because that stuff, yeah. There we go.
Okay, so back to Anne's other post that I thought was absolutely fabulous was the one that she did on trash and how you can use
That-
trash. Okay, so
Frugal Friday. I'm telling
Frugal Friday. I mean, and that's what I used. Was it was from the ice cream cones, the cartons that the ice cream, the
you. We don't need
Dum Dums. Isn't that what they're called?
I think.
They're awesome. They have the chocolate coating on them, and you get to the bottom, and there's about this much just solid chocolate at the bottom of the cone. If you don't watch Izzy, she eats that first, and it leaks all over the place. But anyway, I just thought, I love the flexibility of that cardboard, packaging cardboard,
Hello, Marita.
because it's stiff enough to hold it, but not so stiff that you can't kind of bend it and
Yeah.
smoosh it around and make it do what you want. And then, the crap tape
There are various degrees of cardboard.
and various qualities of cardboard. And I love the density because, it is just, here, let me get one here. Okay, drumsticks. Not drumsticks. Yeah, awesome. But this cardboard it's whatever they do is fine.
Hello, Diana. I'm
And
glad
then
you're
it's
here.
got the other side, which is, waterproof, sort of, kind of.
Yeah, I think it has like
that's
a little bit
important.
of a coating for
Coating,
being in the
yeah.
freezer.
And if you don't mind all of that stuff, you can, but I use this side. Or I'm going to use this side.
Hello to all of you guys that are coming in. Do give the thumbsy upsies. We very much appreciate that. Like, subscribe, and do that if you are brand new. We very much appreciate it.
Yes, we do. So, here's my plan for today. Frottage and stencils. I have my,
This is per the request.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to do one that wasn't requested, but it's a really nice one to go along with it because some of the really ugly artwork that I dug out today needs a bit more before we can even, get to the stage of the thing. And I've got old stencils and old masks. We're going to be printing over old gel prints using old stencils and masks. But the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you my frottage thing. Because I think that's just the shiznit. All right. There we go. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay.
All right, now these, I don't want to lose those, so I'm just going to kind of
No worries, Devin. Thanks for
slide them over.
popping by, and hopefully we'll see you later.
She's leaving already? She just got here.
She just was popping in.
Oh, okay.
You know, they like to say hi, and then, you know, if they got things to do. But she said she'd be back.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Lynn.
Oh, and I do have something over here that I want to show you because this is
Very impressive. Oh, I need to go topside. Am I ready to go topside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, these crayons are the ones that I let her use. I like them, but they're round and they roll off.
So this is the green box versus the blue.
Yeah. Here's the other one here, the flat ones.
Yeah.
But this is extra fine quality oil pastels. I don't know what all that crap means.
It means they roll.
Yeah. Okay. But I want you to see, and she brought this to me, and she says, Gigi, look, I drew the lady on the front. But can you see it? You really got to kind of look at it. But here she is. This grayish.
I love that all her mouths are triangles. She sees the mouth as a triangle.
Yes. And here are the eyes. And here's this.
I noticed. Is that her
Arm.
marker work on the box as well?
Yes. She didn't think that needed to be there, and I'm not sure what that is. And I think that's marker, and I am suspecting that that is permanent marker.
I tried to keep those away from her.
But now, here, look, this cracks me up. Can you see the tree?
Yeah.
And this is her perception of, you know, what is happening there with that tree. And then here's the green down here. Darker green. And here's that bit of blue. I just think that perception at that age is really quite remarkable. Of course, you know, we're a little slightly biased.
No worries, Fran. She says she might not be here long. She gets tired easily. Now, are you back home, or are you just waiting to get back home? The world's biggest cherry on a tree.
Yeah, that is. All right.
Is the tree spewing lava? Who knows? But that could very well be true. There, very well be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know what
we
her
need
perception of that was.
Explain frottage for Lynn.
Okay.
It's a fancy French word for.
It's a fancy French word for. Just makes it sound more cooler than
Careful
it really.
when you Google it, though. It has two meanings.
Yeah, it does. The other one's kind of funny. I enjoyed it.
I did too. It is also rubbing. It's just, you know.
Yeah, that's
Personal nature.
I have a friend that had wonderful rubbings that she did of tombstones when she was in England. And I don't know exactly what happened to all of those.
Hello, Angela.
But anyway,
Glad you're
it's
here.
rubbings. You rub the crayon
What
across
she's
it
doing right now.
right now. And I'm going to take this piece and I'm actually going to print on this piece because I think this is going to be kind of the start of my next head.
Hello, Kathy.
So I need to think of a unifying color that's going to make all of these kind of go together,
Yeah, 'cause
but
this is
still stay apart.
Yeah, you're a little bit all over the place with that one
Yeah,
at the moment.
I like it though. All right, now this is one that I pulled yesterday and started with the bubbles, the circles in the darker parts. And I think it looks really cool, but this is my shadow technique with my, I don't know, I think that this was the, this is the one that actually is in the shop.
Oh, Marita. Okay, so for those of you that have never done the collab before, yes, the theme is merely a suggestion, and however you can work it in, and we always say, you know, go rogue if you want. Kind of justify it because we think that that is also kind of fun and creative in itself. And then, you know, the list of items hopefully is broad enough that you have some, if not all, of those things, so you don't ever feel limited by that either. And even as far as posting, yes, ideally we kind of have people post during that week before those of us that have the YouTube channels post ours. But again, not a big deal.
Look at that.
Hey, Fran. Should I zoom in? Oh, there, she can bring it up. It won't focus. Do you want me to? Because I have the autofocus turned off.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's not focusing because I know the air conditioner is blowing it up and down. It's tissue paper. It's Carnival. But this is because I used along with my
And yes, you can always tag Mo or find Mo, who is, you know, Cookie Wookie there. That's Mo.
yeah, I
Or
used
Ann.
we're hooking up.
What? You keep adding things and they kind of... She has special ways of expanding everything. Taking over space.
I like to have things where I can see them, Mariah. I think
know
I've
that.
explained this to
You
you
have.
before. I'm surprised that I have to do it again. All right, so that's how I got that smushy, those little cell things going on in there, was this stuff right here, this dragonfly glaze stuff. It's great. And most of it does that. So
Crazy.
Yeah, that crazy. So-
Heads. What do you use as bases, as the base?
Oh,
Angela's asking.
well, like I said, if I can get Izzy to eat the rest of these gummy bears. I don't eat the red ones because it
I
has
promise we do eat some
red-
healthy food around here. Not
red
just-
dye in it. But you need to put something in here that's heavy so that your head doesn't topple.
Yes. So you can use cans.
Yeah, because one of them I did.
Yeah, we had to. That last one, we opened her up and took the rock out and put just kind of junky, like
Yeah.
just a concrete block.
Which I wrapped in
pieces.
paper.
Yeah, you want to make sure that whatever you do put inside of there to make it heavy, you have it secured enough so it doesn't rock about.
Because that's why we had to do that. It's because
The
the
rock kept
rock
rolling.
was rocking. And it was a good rock, too, by the way. It was a really nice, rounded piece of granite from the rivers in Alaska. But anyway, these things make marvelous. But you can use anything. The thing about it is you want to take care of your base first. Don't leave that for last, because it needs to be incorporated and part of. And I don't know, Mariah. I can't reach her. Did we talked about her?
They're suggesting you just put the gummy bears in a smaller container.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
And this will probably be it.
I don't know about that one though, because the words on the side. I mean, I guess you can kind of wrap around it so it's not, you're not pushing down, because it
Yeah.
has that.
It does have Kirkland on there.
Is that what it said on the side?
Yeah.
Well, I guess, or we can name the head Kirkland.
But remember, this was a peanut can, and I have glazed her, which I think she looks rather smashing.
Oh goodness, that's hardcore there, Diane. She says rags soaked in plaster of Paris and jammed in there works. Yes.
Yes. Just remember to wash your hands, because that stuff will eat a hole in your skin.
Oh really?
Yeah, that plaster. I don't know what it's made
It's
from,
got
but
some acidic something around it.
it's bad for me. I don't know about other people. Okay, so how did I create these little things? Well, Izzy was downstairs, and you can see this is the washi tape. Still a little bit sticky, but what's really great about it is kind of holds things in place. See that? So that you can do your rubbings. So it's just a two-for thing. You know, 2 for the price of 1. And I just glued the tape down after I stuck down the
Oh, Anne says the plaster of Paris dust is very bad to breathe.
Oh,
That makes sense.
yeah. I just know the time that I did it, I couldn't get it off of my hands fast enough, and I wasn't using gloves. So, yeah, it definitely will work. Make sure you let it cure out so it
Yeah.
dries.
Yeah, because it might get moldy. Maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. It could create, some problems. I don't know.
We just wrap rocks in paper.
We just wrap rock because we know that works. Okay, this was a piece of I don't know what it was, but it got kind of warped in a episode of something else, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Still works great. Okay, so what I did was I just put a bunch of that stuff out there in the little pieces. I just took my tape and picked it up and then taped the tapes together and then glued the tapes down so that you have, you know, these wonderful little, here, just show you what wonderful little rubbings they make, because that other one was kind of a mess of this and that.
Yeah, it didn't tell the story.
It didn't tell the story.
You just got the end.
You just got, yeah, really. And remember, short little lengths of, and hold one end and go the other way. Don't try to go back and forth, because you will not be happy. You'll wrinkle your paper out. And remember, once it starts getting so that it feels like it's kind of gummed over, you have options. You can come in with a texture paste, what do you call it? A gel medium of some sort. And then you can go back over it again. You can even come back with colored pencils once you get that sort of done.
Francis, I just saw the instructions at the top of the page. I'm here. Good job, Fran.
Yes, we have missed you.
I was wondering why you were like, I'm here. I'm like, okay. I saw you, Fran. That's funny.
Now, these are just little bits and pieces from the inside part of...
All right, and here, now I'm glad that you had that little lead in. We try to include as much and as many of the bits and pieces. Now, if for whatever reason we have not, that is either because it ripped off of the mat, or they're just, you know, they're so small.
Yeah, like these right here.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm not going to include that because it just gets kind of crazy. And
now, if you're just hot to trot to get those, then Mariah, you need to tell me, and I will do that part.
if you were hot to trot to get some of those, you need to talk to this lady over here.
I'm
And she
the
has-
saver of the little. I have a bag full that I can hook you up with.
Yes. So you need to get with her and do a little, you know, crafty trade.
I just did these because I thought
something.
they looked kind of stony-like, you know. I don't know.
Yes,
And
Kathy,
then-
ask for the pieces, but we usually only send kind of larger pieces.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll get some of this just by accident, but for the most part, what we send as bits are going to be larger things. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just working away here. I don't know.
I know, you're loving your little frottage board.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
and it's made with a piece of mussed up chipboard and stuff. But you know, the whole thing is I just oh, now see, look how that kind of stuck there. Isn't that
great.
that is just wonderful? I mean, it really honestly is. So you just, if you want to cover more area, you just keep moving your little hoop-de-doos around.
Now remember, this is the washi tape back behind there, so it's not super sticky.
No,
You don't want
It
to
never
use like
is.
double stick tape. That would
Right.
rip up your tissue.
yeah, that is not a good idea.
Yes, I glued my bits and makers. You can always post that. We love those. This is more, I glued my bits.
I'm gonna use this blue
Hey Trish, yes, welcome back.
over here. I really like this blue. It's kind of. But this is just, I don't know what stencil they're from.
Oh, those round bits right there came from probably the two different, or maybe the larger of the new aqueous effervescence.
There you go.
The grassy looking pieces most likely came from nested circles, so, you know, large or small. And then, you know, you got the X's, the little tiny ones from the new...
I do have one or two of those in here.
From the new strips. Hey, Wendy.
And the nice thing about the, you know, the being able to see through the tissue paper is you can really come back in and you can like add stuff so that it maybe looks a little more, I don't know, however.
Yeah, you adding more grass blades there.
It looks like it's overlapping, and you know, this could be a little puddle with froggy embryos and whatnot. I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was so cool. I just had to share it with you.
Anne says that we should really list the bag of bits as a, like, you can purchase, and you just get random.
Yeah, I'll just grab a handful and put it in a bag like this.
I don't know, what would you guys pay for a bag of bits?
And then see, they send me all the injured and mutilated butterflies that don't come out right and whatnot.
Or get torn.
And this one had both because I think it kind of got, it's got a wonky.
It got caught up in the machine.
And actually, you know, I'm just going to use this part here, tape those together.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a Franken butterfly.
Yeah, that's a moth.
Oh, a Franken moth. Franken moth. Okay, but I gotta show you these. These are really cool. I don't know which part these came from, but I went through and dug these out of the stuff. I'm not gonna put them together, but I will show you when I finally do. Look at these guys.
Now, some of you guys that have asked, you know, and I know that you were totally interested in these smaller pieces, I've been including them if they come off the mat in a decent way, because sometimes when we scrape these, they just peel. They peel,
and they
and
roll
they aren't
up.
really worth a darn.
They won't go flat anymore.
Yeah. So you know, I include them.
I had
when
to throw some of those away.
Yeah.
I found some.
I know you sifted.
I did.
We gave her a big pile. She went through them, so you'd have to go through your bag of bits.
And this is what I was doing. This is what I was doing the other day when. Well, I was downstairs with Izzy, and she was at the table, and she was drawing on the other side of the table. And what else was she doing? Oh, she was taping up a Gatorade bottle with the
washi tape.
Washi tape for a vase for her mommy, and then we had to go out, and I picked flowers with her. She needs supervision on the flower picking because she's very
aggressive.
Yeah. And we got that for her mommy.
Anne says the baggy bits are the older ones.
The baggy bits?
Baggy bits, you know, older.
Oh.
Baggy. I had to explain that to her.
Okay, well, anywho.
Yeah, there's some bit talk.
Bit talk.
Trash picking. Yep.
Trash picking.
This is.
I have been a dumpster diver from way back when, and
she used to send her children into the dumpsters.
I would put them in there because I knew if I got in there, I might not be able to get out.
Plus, who's going to look out?
Plus, you know, if somebody came along, I could just close down the lid and pretend like I was putting trash in.
Mom!
Hush! Police are checking it out.
Oh, and welcome, well, not welcome, but a congratulations to Sirius Hecka, a.k.a. Lisa, for 4 months of Monkey Muck. Thank you for that, Lisa.
Oh, does it come up on there and say that?
Yeah, whenever our people show up and they're in the chat, and it automatically gives us little reminder things, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that because I'll never see that. Oh, okay.
That's why I read it out to you.
All right, let's bring back the. I told Mariah, I said, I feel like we're just always going through old prints and, you know, talking about it, and I just. And she says, I think it's okay because I think people like to see that. Well, I hope you do. And if you don't, just stop watching and fast forward that part later on.
And I think I said that to you earlier.
Yeah. All right. So I've got these that I've done. And I wanted to talk about the different... All right, now Mariah, you're gonna have to help me out because you know the name of
congrats
these.
to Judy P. She's been Powsy Wowsies for 4 months.
Oh, wow.
I know. Our people hanging with us. We appreciate
Yeah. Okay, what's the difference between these two, Mariah?
the generation. Notice that in order for us to make sense about the whole, now some of you guys that have been with us since like the beginning of stencil making may actually have that one with the floppy bit and that's ever so slightly larger.
Yeah,
You may have that one.
But this is the one now.
Yes.
This is the, and actually I told Mariah, I said I prefer it.
Well, see how it has cleaned up holes? It has a little bit wider holes.
Yeah.
I've cleaned up some of those lines.
And it has this little guy here. I should turn these around so
Yes,
they're going
there
the
you
same
go.
way.
That would be helpful. That
This has
connection
been
point
added because when you're going over that and that booger flips up, it can give you some problems.
was also a problem getting it off of like the mat when we cut it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's kind of nice because it continues that line. I like the way you did that.
And we sized it down so it fit better on the 5x7 plate and gave you more area around it versus hanging off.
Yeah.
Because that
Now-
was kind of frustrating. It was great for an 8x10 or whatever, but then we
Well,
have
it's
one for
also, the thing is, this still fits on here, but I really, scale-wise, we're always talking about scale.
that. You wanted more
Size proportions. I think that's the word that Anne referred to it as. Yes. Yeah. And that isn't to say that you can't use a great big one on this.
Yeah.
You can.
Now that's half of Medusa. We have that in the shop too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well,
You got
here's
our other
here's
part?
half of the half.
Yes.
And I like this, and this is, this is weighty.
And
And
it's
you
been
see?
around for a while. I think that's some OG stuff right there.
Yeah. I just really, I cut this apart myself because I really wanted to be able to manipulate more of what would go where, and, obviously. Okay, so those are, and this was requested, I can't remember. And here's another piece that I cut off. And then here's another piece that I cut off.
That's from one of the smaller ones.
One of the smaller ones. I think that's kind of cool because it looks kind of like an, embellished ampersand or something.
It does.
I like it. And it also looks maybe a little Asian, a little, or
Yeah. It has
Middle
a scripty,
Eastern.
Yeah, it has a scripty feel to it as well. Yeah.
a scripty feel to it. Yeah, there you go. And
Yeah.
I like this one for the same reason. It just, when you're mixing and matching and moving them around, it's nice to have those parts. So, my feeling is order two and cut up one.
I like that.
That's how you get that. And I like that. Okay, now we have some work to do before we start.
And all of these are called the Thang. It's just, I think they're even listed as the same product.
Now, what about this one? This is a brand new one that never has been used, Mariah.
Well, that's part of Medusa. The
Oh,
bigger
did
one.
I cut it apart or did you cut it apart?
Medusa comes in two pieces because we had to do that in order to get it on the mat
On the mat,
properly and be able to keep that size. So that was kind of a,
Yeah.
we were okay with that.
Yes.
Well, you were.
I was
Thank
okay
you,
with
Mo.
that.
Yes, there's the link to and is Medusa listed separately? I just can't remember. Sometimes when they're the bigger ones and we add them as a separate product, we go ahead and add them we don't just put them on the drop down. So do keep in mind when you are looking through the stencils that there's always a drop down. There's always going to be size, not always, but pretty much always. There are size or style options. So be sure to click that drop down and you'll see the options we have for it. Or if you're like, okay, well, what happened to Medusa? Well, you can search that or see that it's a separate item.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I should remember all this stuff, but Medusa was a long time ago.
She was, and she was one of our very first ones. All right. So I'm looking at this, and this is obviously brayer off, but I think it has a lot of potential. But right now I need to get some more busy stuff going on here before I put down my mask to mask out the busy stuff.
Oh, Colleen, I'm sorry.
So let's talk about color choices here. Okay. I want to go, I think, with an opaque, more opaque, because this is so dark anyway. But here's the problem. I have some areas where it's a medium value, and I'm going to lose some things there, but I'm willing to give that up because the majority of it is darker. Does that make sense?
Yes.
To everyone. And I'm going to use my 8x10, even though it is a little bit bigger than. That's okay. That is okay. All right, so what are we going to use here? Whatever we use needs to be opaque. I've already said that. I'm repeating myself.
That's all right.
Lord.
I didn't hear it the first time.
You didn't hear it the first
I was
time?
right here.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You know, good choice if you want to opaque anything is just put some white down and I'll take care of that.
Is that the opaque or is
That's the opaque. That's not the other one. I know what you're talking about. I don't want to go with that. I think we're going to go with a little bit more. Where is my one red? Oh my goodness, I don't want to leave that there.
Oh, very nice. Oh, and yes, we haven't used that, but I would think that the Yupo would dye or it will hold color.
I've got this one red.
Because one of its original uses is for watercolor. Okay, why do I keep? I'm just gonna move this back. You keep rolling that around.
I'm trying to find my one little thing of red paint.
There we go.
I don't know where it is, so we're just gonna have to go with.
Here, what are your thoughts about this, real quick? Sorry, I know you're thinking about other things, but
Yeah.
The Yupo, the bits, coloring them with Rit dye. I think it would work pretty well because one of its original uses was for watercolor.
Yeah.
Like that's what they sell it for.
Well, I think it would work, but I don't even think that you'd need to go that far. I think if you don't have if you have Rit dye, that's cool. But even just any of the watercolor pan watercolors, or even the
I think it's gonna take
anything.
Pretty much
and
all that color.
Look, it takes this stuff beautifully, and I mean I can't scratch that off. I mean, I can soak it off, but I can't scratch it off.
Don't scratch it off.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll
This
ruin
is
your
going to
stencil.
look kind of red, white, and bluey here, but hopefully it's going to turn into some kind of really cool purple.
Okay, so
It's
Kathy,
not too dark.
she missed she cut up one of the smaller ones, so the smaller pieces, but the Medusa actually comes in 2 pieces because it's quite large. Like if you are working on a 9x12 plate, you're going to want Medusa. The size fits the scale of the plate if you want those bigger pieces. But it's also kind of cool to have the varying sizes because then you can have that pattern at play. You can utilize the varying sizes.
And the same one that you're going to use for your 5x7 plate is not going to be the same one that you're going to use for your 8x10. And I really would like, I've requested this in stripper. I want a stripper of puzzle. I just think it would make a great one. It's going to be a little bit like Stompy Rocks, but with a little more formality and less organic feel to it. More of a fabric feel, if you will. I don't know if that makes sense.
Mo loves the puzzle. And if you guys have, those of you that have shopped on our site, have you ever used the search?
Hey, it works.
It does. It works pretty well. I mean,
it at least
it could be more robust, but we would have to have a different kind of site build for that, for it to be really fancy. You can get very fancy with these site searches, but I think overall it has a good...
Okay, check it out. Check it out.
I love it. I love it. And Mo, of course, she's like, the puzzle is one of her favorites.
Yes. And I'm going to try to find something else.
Yes to the puzzle stripper.
Yes to the puzzle stripper. All right.
I love a puzzling stripper any day,
Any day. Okay, here we go. We're going to put this down on here.
Nope. That's where it goes.
That's where it goes. Whoops. As you can see, I kind of have a nice side on this side, too. Sometimes that happens. creating right now is we're creating a lovely background to do our...
Well, and then you can crochet the wipe. She has some.
Oh.
She had some dye, I guess, and then she thought, oh well, she was gonna check the wipe, but then she thought, oh no, I'm gonna put that in the dye. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take this.
Nice, thank you, Diana. She's been using the search. Hey, and by the way, your Diana is she was our winner for the June giveaway, and your card has been shipped out as of today. You know, we couldn't ship anything yesterday since it was the 4th.
Yeah.
So we sent out a lot of stuff today.
Okay, I'm gonna let that dry.
I love that.
I think that's gonna be a real wonderful one. I've got some cracks and crevices on this one, so you know what I've been doing. Been tissue papering.
Marita wants to know tips on what makes jelly prints lumpy. Does it depend on the paper? The color? She uses Liquitex or the weather.
It's a multitude.
Like paper's rippling lumpy? Because that could be the paper.
Yeah, definitely.
And I would say that if that is the case, you may want to use a heavier weight paper.
I would say so. And when you say lumpy, what exactly do you mean? Because sometimes I get lumpy over here after I've run my brayer back and forth, and I don't know, just picked up pieces, and what you're picking up the fibers off of your paper, and it doesn't seem so evident. But when you keep brayering off over there, I think that's what happens, and that's what creates that texture on your
Yeah, we need to know more about what
Yeah, I don't.
What's lumpy?
What is lumpy?
Because you know, for us personally, you can see that the eating of the drumsticks and the gummy bears can also cause one to be lumpy.
Yeah, that's
it's life
certainly
choices.
True.
Yes, and Evie says that hers was too much paint. Yes, that's certainly because, you know, the more moisture you have, if the paper can't handle it.
Yeah, and I would say ripples rather than
Yeah, that's why
bumps.
I said, I think, yeah, we needed a defined lumpy for you.
Look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, thank you, Kathy. We appreciate that.
Okay, that's pretty good. I don't really care if this does take on a lot of this. It's going to be interesting. Oh man, look at this side. Oh shoot. I always have these crummy sheets lying about. And remember, when you do that...
Your crummy sheet's looking mighty fine.
What?
Your crummy sheet is looking mighty fine.
It is looking mighty fine, isn't it? This side's really yummy, and I don't remember when I did that.
Well, I don't think you did that.
Well, I don't remember, so that would explain why I don't remember if it isn't.
Was sent
If
to
it
you
is, yeah.
by the Happy Paper people.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, dang. That's party. Okay, now, I'm not getting much contrast here. I'm not worried about that because I can come back and do another one on that.
Oh, Marita, if you could take some pictures and show us in Makers, we love that.
Yes, ma'am.
It'll probably be a big old discussion. And we love it. Because we're, you know, that's what Makers is about.
Yeah.
We like to know these things and talk through it and...
Yuppers.
Which was the puzzle. The puzzle is a very oldie but goodie. I think it's one of my most favorites. I know Mo for sure. That's definitely hers.
Oh, lollygag in there. You want to get that on there. Did you see how thin that was?
I love that. Ann says, Brad, I say don't bother with monkeying with the website. Spend your time and creativity making new fabulous stencils. I think that is very wise.
Yeah, can you get me some strippers of puzzle?
It's in the works.
Por favor.
We're trying to get through these orders.
I know, and I'm sure that that's... Isn't that cool?
I love that. I love it. I love it. And what's kind of cool about that is even though... Okay, so it's the white... What did you use the Lucas Krill?
Yes, ma'am.
But it's the Studio, not the Pastos.
Yes, the Studio.
Okay, I was gonna say, if it was the Pastos, what's kind of funny about it is it will actually take sprays a little bit. You know, like you can color after it has dried, but the more slicky stuff, not as much. Hey Z, glad you're here. We only have the one strip set so far.
All right, well, you can see we had an invisible paint episode there. Semi-invisible.
It's subtle.
It's subtle. Subtle. Hey, there's some good stuff there. It needs to be pulled
Yeah.
with a dark color. Can you see it?
Yep. Yeah. Perfect.
But let's let that dry completely so we don't smush it around.
Hello, Marcia. I'm glad you're here.
Oh my goodness, that's still wet.
And Mo shared puzzle twice because it's worth sharing twice.
It's worth sharing twice. I like it.
Yeah.
That's great.
I tell you, I love it when Mo's in the chat here. She's there. She's on it. Nobody can grab those links like she does.
All right, now right here is a good example. I'm probably not going to use this over the top of this because we've already got some busy stuff going on there. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, you don't.
I think it's just going to be too much. But you know what? Depending on the color I use, it might not.
Or this is where the Thang would be very nice to actually mask out some of that.
I know, but I really want to do something to it first.
Diane Bell says Random Input used to sew stripper outfits back in the day. It was great fun. That does sound like fun, Diane. Were they, like fancy? I want to know. I have questions.
Did they go with your pug tassels?
Get Diane and Diane. It's a Diane and Diane. This is the other. This
Oh,
is
oh.
Diane Bell.
Oh, sorry.
We got multiple Dianes.
Yeah, we do. All right, I'm just going to put this down here and I'm just going to try to visualize this. I don't know. I think maybe it's a bit much.
Oh, well, Diana, it depends. So at what point should we soak the stencil to clean it? When things start getting kind of clogged up and you aren't getting the image that you want, hey, that's the cousin, by the way.
Oh, this is cousin?
That's cousin. I asked her if she had it. She said, I don't know, and I don't know if I want that.
And I don't even know what she's talking about 3/4 of the time.
And you have two cousins there.
Boy, obviously I was doing some pink stuff there. Woohoo! Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
I think that's what
Yes, Fran, exactly. When the holes get blocked.
when the holes get blocked
Yeah.
is the time. That is the time to act. Alrighty. So what we're going to do is all of these places here and here and here and here and here are going to stay that way. We're going to put something out here that's going to make it something else. And that something else
Now the cousin I think we only have in the 5x7, but if we need to make a bigger one, we can.
Okay, here's another thing, another decision component to consider. This is opaque. That means all of this is going to be completely blocked out. Do you want that? And when I say that, I mean, you can see it's really not totally.
Right.
But I think this is a good color with this. Because then I have another option when I get this through, is to use one of the, and remember, if you're doing this, you need a little bit more paint than you would normally use, and you know, all know that I use too much paint all the time anyway. That's kind of my...
Exactly, as Diane says, spraying stencils with the Murphy oil and letting them soak works great. Yes. And remember, the thicker you have it on there, you might actually get a skin. He got a skin once.
I did. It slipped off, but I soaked it for days.
She forgot about it.
I actually did. I'm going, oh, holy cow. My stencil in there. What?
And then the thing kind of, she's like, it was so, she was so giddy about it.
It was. Like, Mariah, you've got to see this. Come on.
She's like, look at it. I was like, is that the stencil? She said, no, it's the paint that came off.
Oh, here. And we've got... Dad, damn it.
Hello, Kathy.
Clean up the edges, which we didn't do on the other one. I don't even know what I'm worried about doing that for. That was just so silly.
That happens with us, Anne, because we share an Amazon thing, and so Brad will just buy it. And sometimes I put it in there because I want to think about it. And then it arrives, and I'm like, oh.
Wow, how'd that happen?
I was like, well, I thought you wanted it. I thought I was, you know, thinking about it.
This is why Brad said, you know, Gigi, you could save a lot of money if you just go with our... I said, I know, but I've got my lists.
Yeah, she
And
didn't want to lose her
Amazon, I don't
list.
want to lose my list. And you know, my frequently bought whatever.
Yeah, her order history.
Okay, see, it said it was completely opaque, but now we know it wasn't.
Do
Can
I
you
need
see
to
it?
zoom in a little? Should I go in a little bit more? You guys let me know.
I think maybe you should, because this is what I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
Ooh, I need to blur that off. Okay, now I can still come back and do some more stuff here, transparency wise, and then I can come back in with one of the other masks and go over the top of that. So see, it just, I mean, it's just, and I'm not going to do that because I've still got some goopy goo stuff here. And this is what's nice about
Yeah,
having
let's go
two
the
of
wrong
those
way.
things is that one's dry. For some reason, this is seems really, the paint seems very open today. For whatever reason. Don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know that either.
I don't
I mean,
know
it's
if
not
we're
like
having-
we've had rain.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of.
Naphtha red light in fluid acrylic. That's what we're doing right now, ladies and gents.
All right, and I think our zoom's pretty good. Hey, Rennie. No worries. We're just happy you're here.
Yeah. Okay, where'd they go? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Here they are. Here they are. You gotta move along on this one because it doesn't stay nice forever.
Oh, Kathy got Kathy Seek. She got the extender, and she says it works fantastic, wonderful. I
know.
mean,
That was life changing for me.
game changer.
That's when I was finally able to get some transfers. Because it's so dry here that it's just crazy.
I love that. This is the beauty of the thing.
The Thang is the shiz knit. Now, I'm gonna I love it.
It became a murdery thing.
Yes. Okay, so I can get some more mileage out of that without even taking it up. Oh, where's mine?
Yes, Julie. And I think Brad's taking notes on, you know, the wish list. People are wanting a wish list on the website.
Oh.
And there is sort of an ability, and like Brad said, that you can add things to your cart. And I think as long as you have accepted the cookies, and depending on your cookie settings on your browser,
Sounds so funny.
it will.
Cookies.
Yeah, I know it is weird.
Cookie setting.
I think there's something on the. I think the baby's been over here. Sorry.
She
That was
has.
driving me crazy. I don't know. There's. Maybe it's on the monitor.
Okay, now we have to move quickly on this, and I don't really have
Quick, quick.
quick, quick. Okay, we're not going to pull another one because I'm...
She's making more prints.
Yeah.
This is how the bunnies get made.
I just can't help it.
Or the tribbles.
It's just like I don't have anything lined up over here. I should have these lined up. But I don't have for that particular situation because I think it was just... Oh my gosh, look at that.
Now, I will say, if you get to the point of almost checking out, it will save it and remind you of what you have in your cart for a certain amount of time. But you have to get, like, almost to the checkout point. Or have been signed in if you've previously ordered.
Isn't that just sweet? I just love it. Hey, Mariah, we're getting a lot of nice prints for... I can never remember. Loverly.
Yes,
The Loverly level. Loverly level.
Or if we're just feeling loverly and we're going to send you some things.
Yeah, you know, something like that.
Because
All right, here's
starting
this.
to make stacks again. That's when I'm like, all right, some of this has got to go.
I know, she's ruthless.
I am.
Ruthless. Ruthless. Okay. Now, do I want... This is where sometimes my brain gets really...
Hey, Stitching Arc. Glad you're here. Yeah, Fran's here. Hey, Sherry, by the way. See you coming in. All right, go ahead.
Do I want my image to be this, or do I want it to be whatever I put on it? Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay, well, lay the stencil. Oh, okay, yeah.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Wet, wet.
Is it
wet,
wet,
wet? Wet, wet.
Well, that wouldn't be good. Don't do that.
No, don't do that. I think I got another one here. Okay, I got another one. It's not exactly the same, but it's in the same ballpark. That's what's nice to have too.
Oh, wait, this is kind of a tequila sunrise. I think so, Kathy. I do think it will keep it as long as you were logged in.
Okay, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I know, the cart and the website.
Okay, so do we want the writing to be this color? Then we put this down, put the paint down, pull this up, right? Everybody got that? Or do we want to use this and make the inside of this a different color with the outside all keeping the kind of bronzy,
Right.
goldy, you know, circle thing going on there. Okay, I'm voting for this.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm voting for this 2 reasons. Because, number one, I think that it's going to be really dramatic, depending on what I pull over here. Hopefully what I'm going to pull over here is going to be dramatic. This is turquoise phthalo.
Oh, well, if we do update the site, you guys there won't be any downtime or switch over. It will be, you know, one time you go there and the next time it's updated. That's what our day job is. Like, so
Yeah.
there won't be any transition time.
All right, now this stencil is really thick.
Just got to push hard. This one might be due for a little soaking just because that's the other time you need to do it, is when it's harder to push the paint down in there because the thickness of it. Oh, see, yeah, you got a little gurgly blurb blurb.
It's all right. Got a little mussy muss there, but smushy mush.
Smushy mush, mush, mush.
Smushy mush. It happens. Now this one, and when that does happen, can you see where it was happening there? You either want to make sure that it's really dry or do you want to clean it up right away, because if you put it down, you're just going to continue with the
Smushy
mushy mush. It's a very technical term that, yes, we use often.
Often.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, I was about to say, oh. Now, why is that, P? Why did it leave some back there on the plate?
Because there was a whole bunch of it on there.
And you were going paint to paint.
Yeah. And at this point, you know, if we want to pick this up, we can kind of, depending on the pattern, kind of clean that little smushy spot up.
All
Not
right.
that it's, you know,
Not a deal breaker.
not a deal breaker. All right, moving right along. What next?
Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, and don't eat the cookie. These are not the edible cookies. These are digital cookies.
Well, that's getting there. Let me go over to my pile and find some smaller ones. That could be smaller. Isn't that a nice, I think that's a nice. This could be good with something on top of it, and I could just do part of it.
Oh, that's a, also, that is a laser.
That is a laser.
I might do some interesting,
Yeah, I think it's pretty much, I might be surprised though. All right, well, let's try those two.
telling you, Devin holds the record. 10.
Pardon?
10 pulls. Devin, she has the record.
For
Laser transfer
heck
pulls.
yeah, oh my gosh. I don't even, I haven't even come close to that. Where's my fold mark there? I don't know what I'm obsessing and compulsing about that crap for. Like that is a big deal maker. Okay,
Or a breaker.
Or a breaker.
We don't make them or break them.
We just take them, however they are. Somebody write that down real quick, because I won't remember it. But see, this is if you cut these according to your brayer marks, they look like, wow, I never got that straight brayer. That really turned out to be a nice print. Because, and then you throw the evidence away, or you send it off to somebody else that doesn't know.
Yeah, or just likes that sort of thing. Or she hands it off to me and I'm like, what is this piece of paper? Why is it so wonky?
I don't understand that. Yeah. She had to do a little missionary work on one
Oh
of my...
yes, Fran. Sorry, that's Devin. I will try to remember to tag you over there. She posted it, but you know, Devin. Like I said, Devin Rex Art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff, Fran.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. Highly
She
recommend.
recorded it all. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I think this is really interesting, and I'm going to come in with a...
We were discussing you, Devin.
Yeah, we were. Talking about you. Did your nose itch or whatever that is?
She just got back here. Yes, Devin Rex for art.
See, you just kind of scooch them in there. And now, again, this is, we're going to have some... I need to pat this baby down because
It's
that's
thick.
probably... It's very thick.
And it's kind of textured.
Kind of textured. Sometimes it grabs your brayer. And sometimes you don't want it to do that. Okay, so what do we got here? We want a light color. Do we want a light color? We could go with metallic.
Please. That sounded so sad and desperate, didn't it? Please.
Iridescent copper fine.
Hey, that'll make, you know, Fran's little face probably lit up. And
Here we go, Fran.
Marita, she says she's new with the jelly prints. How does this work with laser transfers? So we sell laser transfers in our shop, but if it's something that you have your own images and you have access to a laser printer, then yes, you can get image pulls. Hopefully P will get those ones that she just ripped up a second ago back over here, and we'll see if some of the image still comes off. I think some of it will.
Well, here's the part of the problem is I'm going to have my mask down, so you're not going to...
It's
Look at how
fine. We're gonna
interesting
play.
this is turning out to be.
I love it.
I'm going to put that aside. Get a new paper down.
Yes, or definitely go watch Devin, because she's the master at it.
All right.
I finally gave up on P, 'cause she wouldn't do what I wanted her to do. She doesn't take special requests that well sometimes.
And the whole thing, oh man, this is just not going to be good, Mariah.
It's thick.
Well, my dadgum stencil is just so fat anymore that...
Yes, it's thick. It needs to be soaked or sent off.
soaked or sent off, and it's kind of my favorite. And see, that's what happens. Did you see how it lifted? That's how you get those little squishy places.
Oh, I love that. Oh, so stitching art. This is so like Izzy. She even this fits a conversation we just had, I think, today. So she says, "My kids with autism, classics. Paula, shall I eat it? Me, maybe not, guys. Maybe we can smell it and squish it." They reply, "You're the boss."
I love
we
it.
We had that conversation with Izzy today. So she had some of these candy things. I don't know where
And
she
they were
found them.
in some kind of a wrapper that didn't have any writing on it. That's what concerned me.
Well, I don't.
And I said, "It smells really good, sweetie, but I don't know if it's edible." She's like, "I think
That
it
looks
is,
fantastic.
I think it is."
She knew what it was. She knew where she got it too. She wouldn't tell me. I was like, "How'd you get that?"
Well, that's not horrible.
I love it.
I don't know. I think it needs more stuff. Okay, we've got some good stuff here. I don't want to use those. No, 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 no. Let's try this black again. Let's see if we can get some stuff off on this black, because I think this would be really cool if we could. So here we go with this stuff. Oh, is this the right one? Yeah. When you don't want to change your color, but you want to get it off, and you want a little tiny bit of sparkle. Can you see that? See that little bit of pinky tinge to it? It works really well with this. I'm telling you. And we might get some of those good little crazy marks.
Crazy marks.
If we're lucky. And the gel plate gods are on our side. All right, this stuff is really tricky because if you don't have, and I'm not worried because this paper is so thick with stuff on it, and this might need a little bit of respite over here on the shelf.
We do indeed have our laser transfer video, but I will tell you this, that Devin's was extremely professional, concise. She shows a ton of technique. Not only, I mean, from beginning to end, but in a very concise manner. And I mean, sure, of course we love you to watch our videos, and please do. But
yeah,
Devin's video was spot on. It's a two-part series.
Better.
Yeah. And that second one was the bomb diggity, because yeah, she just kept getting pulls from it. And she was right that I think that yes, after a while, what happens is the paint builds up. But because of the layering and how so at first it's a resist. The toner on the paper resists the paint.
But we're going to let it sit.
And the paper picks it up. But at that point you have different layers there. And then it starts to build up. So the paint sticks to the paint. But it sticks more. And that's really all you need is a little bit. Because we even know that with creating the texture plates, right?
Yeah.
That the buildup will create enough there.
I don't know that this will.
Well, that's
okay. We're going to try.
Try.
You know, nothing ventured.
That's right.
Nothing ventured. And here's what we'll do. We'll use one of these fat ones, which will, or do we want to use the skinny ones? Because we want more of this to show. Talk to me.
Okay, talk to me again about that. I'm reading chat too, sorry.
Oh, I think we want to do this, and I'm just going to go and have it even go
off. I like that. Oh, into the corner?
Off.
Okay.
It is not into the corner.
It was a second ago.
Just shush it. And I don't want that, so we'll just kind of make that stick down there. Make sure that this is going like this. Yes. Okie dokie. So, what do we want to use here? We want something transparent because we want to be able to see both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are we thinking?
What about your smalt blue, or is that too dry to do what you're doing?
I don't know. Let's try it. We've got two pieces here that we can muck about with.
She loves getting smalty.
I do. But you need to use more than you think you need of this because it it gets dry very fast, and you will pull more off than you will put on.
And you're using a stencil, which you should always add a little extra when you're doing stencil stuff anyway.
Yes.
Because you need stuff to move around into the areas. Yes, it has a very ampersandy sound. It's ampersand. Oh, Debbie would like a comparison, in your opinion, on the two Barons.
It just depends. I really like this one for, you know how sometimes it flips up on the edge when you're using the hard one? And then sometimes when I really want to get down into things, this is the one to work.
Yeah.
But sometimes I like this because it seems like it, well, it covers more area. So I like it with the big plate.
It's kind of like the wider tire type situation where you're going to get...
It is, and you know, this is a little bit squishy.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit squishy. Not a lot, but yeah. Are you looking?
Well, it helps if you hold it into the big screen.
No, I'm talking about here.
Oh, yeah, there's a transfer.
There's a transfer.
I told you it'd work.
Okay, and we're going to let that dry. I think this is really stunning. I mean, I love it.
And so that's an old one. That's another key thing, and Devin pointed that out in her video too, that when you are doing these, you want to make sure that in between the transfer poles, or the laser prints, you're going to even get more, because I can see it.
I know. Can you see it when I wiggle it?
Yes, and then you have the swirl ones I think you would get on the other side too, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Can you see the swirls here?
But you want to let the paint dry on the laser print in between. You will have better success.
Thoroughly.
Because that's how I think it builds up better.
Yeah. All right, we're going to try this one since we had such a good turnout.
Oh, you guys are such awesome cheerleaders. Here, I'll give the little spiel. Hey, for those of you that have just come in, we very much appreciate you being here. Please do let us know that you were in the chat, and give those thumbsy upsies. We very much appreciate those. Let other people know, hey, something cool's happening over here. I kind of liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Okay, well, we got to get this off of here, and this is just irritating the dog do out of me.
Oh, what, the filmy business there, or me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes to both.
Yes to both. We will do that with,
Oh, that's funny.
we will do that with opaque, buff, titanium.
Yeah.
In Pebeo Studio Acrylics numbers. Pebeo.
Pebeo? I want to say Pebeo.
Pebeo.
But I think it's Pebeo.
No, it's not. It's E. E.
Mo?
Mo told me, Mariah. I'm telling you.
Is that what you told her, Mo?
Web. She said web and Peb.
I know. Peb.
Peb. E. E.
Oh. So if you came in on that,
fun.
definitely give the subscribe to this channel.
All right, we're going to try something really weird here. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't even know why I put that stupid thing down. I don't know. I do not know.
I thought you did a fantastic job, Devin. But I'm with you. Oh, Susan, you're rusty. That's the other thing you need to see. Did you post that in Makers or just on your regular? Can you please post it in Makers, Susan? Your rustification, if you haven't posted it in there. Sometimes, see, I see you guys because we're friends, so I see your regular feed. And I'm like, oh man, I wish they'd post that in Makers.
Okay, well, this is going to be a really nice background to do some more cool stuff on, but we need to let that get, and I haven't forgotten about this, guys. I've got it right here, but we got to take care of some of the business here.
Got some business.
That's
The reason that you guys are only seeing the certain number of thumbsy upsies is like whenever you have come in, I don't think that it updates in like real time. It may kind of gradually, or if you refresh.
Yeah.
I'm answering something in the comments.
Excellent. I'm very happy you're doing that.
That's kind of what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the Thang. I love the Thang.
I do too. I do too.
I
'Cause
love the...
we spent a lot of time developing it because we were...
Well, we were new at doing this.
and it was just like... we just keep coming out with pieces rather than the middle staying in. How do we make the middle
Connect
stay
that.
in?
Okay, cut another one. All right, well, we're getting there.
Hey, we got fewer pieces this time.
The right pieces are starting to come out now.
You know, I'm sure that some people's brain absolutely
Works that way.
works and they can say, you know, oh yeah.
Well, even when Brad started doing the design thing, remember, because it took me a while, because you train your brain to like start to think, okay, well, this is going to be the piece that comes out. This is what's going to, you know, stay together. Do I have the border thing around it? So there's some research and development that goes into it, and you know, Brad would come up with these designs, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to come out the way that you think it is. Like, you know, you need some more connection points. And it's one of those things you kind of just have to learn on your own. Because even I would bring some things to P, and I'm like, yeah, that's... Or she would bring things to P, and I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. She's like, well, just cut it. And I'm like, okay, will do. I'll bring the 50 million pieces.
And remember the one that went like this? Yeah, that was... But I still like it.
Uh-huh.
I still like it. Now, this is a shimmery little... Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to that. I just want to get some going here.
61.
That's dry. We can pull that. What do we want to pull it with? Yellow.
I think so. Naples.
Yellow.
Or your...
Nicolazo.
Okay.
I like this because I know I can pull it right away. And it'll usually... I say that. I should challenge the powers that be there. And
Well, I heard a couple of different ways, even on their YouTube channel, Deb, because there's like, I think there was a French person that was narrating one. They say it a little bit differently, and then
Anna Bondi or
for the Pebeo.
Yeah.
Pebeo.
I'm just telling you, it's Pebeo. Oh, look at that.
Deb says Pebeo. Like you're getting paid. Very nice.
Isn't that sweet?
And see, look, even the swirls and back
Yeah.
behind the...
That you couldn't really see that when you were looking down on it, but now that we've got it with some... I'm telling you what.
Oh, I thought that too, Deb.
Nickel
I
Azo.
know. I can't believe how many name brands do not have a feature video or an intro video to their products that say their product name. It makes me crazy.
I mean, you know, how do you tell somebody? I mean, if you told them the wrong name, they wouldn't even know what to look for.
It's true.
Dear Lord.
That is why we do our funny little intro thing. You know, this is PM Artist Studio. Because when we first started doing this, I'm like, I don't know who did this video. I don't know how to say their name. Or we go to a channel, you see them, you see their name, but how do you say their name? Well, I want to hear you say your name. That's why we say P&M. Because Patricia and Mariah, you know, Mariah's not always the easiest name to remember. That sort of thing.
This is kind of opaque.
And we wanted it to be easy. So, and the P&M seems to be easy. Yeah, see. I think that's PBO. I like that. That's funny.
And this is a really good one that picks up and...
Oh, Julie's feeling better. I know a lot of you guys have been kind of down and out. Sorry, I was rambling. Didn't say anything to that. Oh, goodness. Hello, Gail.
Hi, Gail. How's it going, girl?
Oh, looky there. Something. Not a lot.
Something.
You really got it on the end where it was still had, you know, brand new laser.
Yeah. See right there. But there's some other stuff going on out there. I think we'll just let that sit a moment. Let that sit a moment.
Paint has...
And come back in and pick all that up with some orange.
Yeah, and the paint has something to do with it all as well. I mean, as far as the success of the transfer or impression.
Yes, it do. And one of the things that I noticed, and I was very surprised by that she got as good a results as she did, was using, you know, cheap paint.
Yeah, the craft paints.
Okay, what do we want to do here? To use our big... This might be a... I don't know if we could do a double whammy, depending on what kind of background I can find over here.
What do you mean double whammy? Are you gonna, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, I'm going to get this off of the plate, but I'm also going to use this.
Sure about that?
I am. Well, no, I'm not. Really sure.
I'm not sure about this. Yes. So Devin says, and you have to keep your fingers crossed some days. I think it works better than others. We did that. You just the planets align, and you know. And then she says, I love me some cheap paint.
Okay, I want transparent paint here, because I want this to stay like this, but I want to pull some of this. And the best thing to use is quinacridone, nickel azo gold. We already got a little bit of that going on out there. That's going to take the purple away. But you know, I could
Hello, Cheryl.
red iron. Where's red iron? Transparent red iron outside.
I don't know that I agree with this situation. I think you should at least ombre it or put two different colors just so way half of it, you know.
Okay.
Thinking about that.
I'm thinking on it. I am thinking on it. Now, just give me a minute here. I've got a pretty good trinket going here. If I can just dig that little baby out of its home. Oh, this is riveting stuff, right?
Is that a good one?
Yeah, it isn't. I have to put them away right away because a lot of times they'll end up over here on my brayer, and
Yeah.
that's not fun. Let me check out old Green here, see if he's got a good one.
I'd say so, just by no, strain yourself. Where's your popper topper?
Beer. Boy, that tough one. That was
Oh,
rough.
look at that.
Oh man, talk
That's
about
like a
good one.
A mushroom one.
Oh yeah, and it's look, it's got a little funky spot here.
Yeah, you gotta hold it in the big camera for people to. Yeah, there you go.
Can't get it to. Ah, there it goes. See its little orifice there.
Orifice.
Orifice.
Good word.
See, look at that.
Oh, Julie lets hers dry before she puts them in the jar because otherwise they, you know, marry up.
Oh yeah, well those were dry.
Yeah, those were very dry.
Those were very dry.
That was almost something there.
Pshaw. Pshaw. You know, I love using that word. You just don't get many opportunities to say pshaw.
I think she wanted to say other things to me.
Okay, now what's happening here?
Yeah, you had a...
What's happening here? We're having a little dipsy doodah.
Yeah, you do have a dipsy doodah. I gotta stop doing that.
I don't know what happened there.
Your ombre looks fantastic. Get that paper down. I love you.
Shut the hell up.
Stop yammering, lady. Ooh.
Oh!
Oh, you slid it a little. Oh. That's okay. So do that.
It's alright.
Stressing me out.
Oh!
Let's see. Take recommendations for the head, the seat ends. No, I did not. And Mariah. Okay.
Don't use washi.
Brand of masking tape for the heads.
Just a good brand. It doesn't matter.
Like 3M?
Yeah. What was that kind that you got? We got a whole case of it.
I think you bought that.
Oh.
I'll try to get it from her because she bought it in her Amazon. This was, you know, before PM started paying for things. And it all came out of our personal.
It was before we were making any money. Now we're making some bit of money so we can.
Yeah.
Oh,
PM
this one
pays for
turned
this
out
stuff.
poop. But you know,
Ooh,
it's got some.
sparkly.
It's really sparkly.
It's very sparkly.
Very sparkly. Pink sparkles. But the rest of it, and see, this is what I was talking about when somebody said bumpy. This is many layers of.
She said lumpy.
Lumpy. Oh.
Lumpy's different than bumpy.
Oh yeah, this is true. Yeah, lump. Well, this is bump. And that's because of all the different brayer offs that you've got going on there. And after a while, you know, it just builds up and got a little.
Yeah, not the... Because the cheap stuff... Here's one thing. It will make you absolutely bonkers because it just tears into little just strips and doesn't ever come off in a full piece.
Yeah.
That is some cheap, terrible tape.
Yeah.
Worth getting the good masking tape. Like proper on-brand stuff.
Okay. We're going to get this off of here with a dark color, and then we will consider using the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Everybody with me on that?
Yes.
You haven't used brown. Oh, but that's open. I don't want to do that. It'll take forever for it to dry. I like the small blue, but you know.
Cheryl, I don't know if anybody answered you there. I'm assuming you're talking about the trinkets. No, we're letting them dry up and then we're going to make some, you know, assemblage or something, you know.
Yeah, something like that.
Weird and artsy and very textured.
Oh, actually, I'm thinking about trying to get them into bead form.
Oh, yeah, she wants to bead them. I don't know about this idea.
Okay, this is Liquitex Basics Acrylic Russian
Can't go wrong with
blue. Yeah, it's kind of like purple, but we could make it purple. We could make that purple. Should we make that purple? Let's make that purple. We'll put a little bit of this nice.
Oh, Linda's order just delivered. That was
Carmen.
quick. Because I just sent that out like on Friday. Maybe even Saturday. That was quick. Yeah, for the heads though, you don't want to probably use temporary type, you know, the blue tape. You're going to want to use a masking tape that's going to stick and stay
stuck. That's
I'm going to back out because you're in the really big plate. So I'm gonna, you're at the edge. You're hanging off the edge.
Well, I can't go up there and. Oh man, that's going to be a good
she's got
piece. Because I've got stencils, you know, up the wazoo here, and they're all drying, and I don't want them to get married up, and So, oh yeah, that was not a good thing. You just mussed up that edge.
There you go. You're back to it.
We're back to it. Looks good. Oh man, where are my papers? Where am I? I don't have.
Devin's enjoying your roll-off paper. Up to what? Yeah.
You gotta be careful. You don't want to flip it because then you'll be getting this all over. But I don't. What am I worried about here? I've already got paint on the back.
Yeah,
It's
really.
not like any prints that I ever pulled are absolutely pristine. We all know they didn't come from Walmart because they have goo all over them.
Yeah. More chill printers. That looks good. I like it. I hope it all pulls off of there.
I do too. Fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm. No worries, Julie.
Oh,
No?
not yet.
Not
I don't
yet.
know if it's going to pull off the stuff on the corners or not. I may have mussed about and
Mm-hmm. Well, you just put that down. I think you need to leave that. Remember, it's paint to paint.
paint to paint. Good point.
Stop.
Yep.
Don't rush that.
Don't
It's
rush
a good one. Ooh, that you did that the other day. What's?
that. Sorry, I don't know what it is.
Make me just.
It's a good first layer.
It is. It's a good first. Something.
Okay, well now we have an open plate here. What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Well, I think you have thoroughly gone through the thing.
I think I have, but I really haven't because I want to get to this.
Oh. Well, then that's
But
the
I
wrong
can't-
plate.
Yeah, that ain't,
That ain't the one.
that ain't the one.
Where's
And
your
any-
big one?
Any other time, I would have another one available.
Please
over
stop
here.
scraping that
There's
thing
no-
across there, otherwise I'm gonna lose it.
You're gonna hurt. That's the plate I need. I don't know. It's just this one. No, that isn't it. I don't know.
I need like a little fan over there or something.
I do. Here, we can see if we can pull this. That's a little bigger.
Well, it's moving in the right direction. Ah,
There's always.
size doesn't always matter, but sometimes it does.
And when it does, it really
It
does.
really does.
I think this is wonderful. I love this.
Oh yeah,
Just
this
all
is
kinds
that
of
sandy,
goopy,
you know, artifacty
messy.
with a little bling.
With a little bling. With a little bling. All right. Well, let's see what we can do here.
Yes, that is so true. Kathy says that she's messed around with so many types of art, but the masking tape issue revealed itself in attaching mats for framing. Then the print falls off when the tape dries up. Yes.
Okay, and one of the reasons that, you know, I would have my students, we would make masks using they would create their entire armature using newspaper,
Right.
rolling it up and crumpling it up and then taping it, and then taping various things on to create whatever they wanted. But they come back the next day and it'd all be, you know, lifted up where they had it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I
Good
would
tape.
say, it's just, you know, it's so disheartening when you almost have to start over.
Yes.
Okay, so here we have a print that is,
I like that one. It's
I do too,
molten-y.
and that is the 6x8. Trying to make this booger flat because remember, if something's sticking up and it reaches up and grabs it.
Oh, Kathy Seek was also an elementary art teacher.
Oh, my favorite age group
likes
is
junior
third
high.
graders.
Well, in junior high.
Oh, well, yeah, those were we shared the same humor, inappropriate humor, bodily fluid kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to take this away because I really do. I isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
Some
Devin
good
had commented.
Some good stuff going on there. We need to get that out of here before I muck that up. Okay, and okay, I'll get a new sheet here. And let's see here. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Do we want to...
Kind of like that, maybe. But you're also going to lose some stuff if you, depending on how dark you go with whatever it is that you...
Well, I was thinking maybe just keeping it in the same color family.
Like if you used your yellow...
Well, or my red iron,
Yeah.
or my quinacridone nickel azo gold with a little bit of red with it. My transparent red. Yeah? You feeling me here?
So Kathy says, yes, I taught middle school. I loved it. 1970. In the plasticine era.
Plasticine. I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't...
Okay. See, that's going to take a little bit pinky.
Oh, yes, Izzy's very into the... Yeah, kindergartners are also into, she just thinks a fart is hilarious and, things of that nature. She's quite inappropriate. Oh, Dinosaur H. I got it. Yes.
She's just not really into dinosaurs at all, which I find kind of disappointing.
It's not really her thing. She's very girly.
Yeah, she's into, what do you call those things? They have movies about them and everything.
Barbie.
No, not those. The other ones.
Other one.
The other ones.
I don't know what you're talking about. You gotta give me more than that.
It's Go Girl or, oh, come on.
You gotta give me more description than that.
Well, the heads come off.
Oh God, those LOLs. Is that
LOLs.
Go,
Yeah.
You go, girl. LOL.
Go Girls. Those things.
She does. And they are so inappropriate. I was talking to another mom, and she's like, "Oh yeah, this they're terrible." Brats. There's guesses happening.
The what?
They're throwing out their guesses. Oh, it's funny. Oh yeah, some of those dolls are definitely. Yes, yes, Brad says.
Well, I think
butterflies,
they're
pinks,
highly overrated for the price. That nothing works very long, and their clothing is just
it's all
retarded.
ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous because it's just stuff you
It's
push
just-
on. It's tiny.
And then it has split down the back, and I'm like,
Who's gonna go out like that?
seriously?
It's really like.
I think they're really awful. I don't like them.
Oh goodness! All right, we're gonna.
Now, here's the thing. I have my stencil down.
Oh, good job. She's done this before.
I've done this before.
Because we were yammering on about LOLs. She LOL'd.
I LOL'd.
Oh,
But it's going to work. Look at that.
that's well done.
That's going to be great.
And actually, that was the right amount of
actually-
paint to come off of there anyway, because if you would have left that on there, it was kind of blobbing it out.
I know, but I'm going to leave that down because it's got some kind of goopy stuff going on, and we're going to pull a whole new print with this, and you're just going to be so amazed.
All right, we're gonna LOL. Or
What's my time frame here?
You got
Am I
about-
good?
Yeah, about 15 minutes.
All right. And then we're going to use this one stuff. This stuff.
What is this stuff?
This
The
stuff.
dragonfly?
Yeah. The kind of pinky stuff.
kind of an
And I'm
interesting.
hoping it's going to go into the creases and cracks. And be so totally awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Welcome back, Carla. And welcome back, Julie. I think. Yeah, yes.
Okay, we're going to try to get two prints.
Those.
Those.
Oh, Lisa's loving on the blue. That is, which blue is that one?
I don't know, put it up.
But it was the Liquitex stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it was, hold on. Oh, I bumped her. Was it one of the phthalo ones? One of the phthalo ones, or was it the Prussian?
Prussian, I think. Maybe.
But the soft body acrylic.
Soft body acrylic.
Oh my goodness.
And you just can't predict when that's going to happen. You just have to pray to the gods. Okay, I'm letting that sit because that is so awesome. If that comes
You
off
want
of
every
there
bit of that.
like that, I want every bit of that to come off.
Oh, Kathy, she's gonna post it in Makers. Her rusty stuff is fantastic.
Okay, now we're back to this little
Oh,
jobber.
Brad even says some puckering. I love it.
Puckering,
Yeah.
yes, on the edges.
Oh, you're getting lots of oohs and ahs and thumbsy upsies. Some sparkles. Hey, if you're new and you're just kind of popping in, this would be the perfect time to give the thumbsy
Oh my
upsies,
gosh,
'cause
I felt it. It went on my face.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
It's not blue.
it isn't.
Oh, welcome, Cheryl, to Powsy Wowsies. Now you can use the awesome little emojis that we use. If you don't know where that's at, it's down there at the bottom of the chat, and you hit the little facey guy, and it'll open up, and you can use the PM specific emojis.
See, this is where what happens is I'm just getting into the rhythm of things here, and it's time to go.
Well, we can hang out a little longer today. I mean, we do have some orders to get to, but that's some good stuff right there. I'm feeling extra Texan today.
Just love that. Okay, we're gonna let that set a spell. See if we can get this dude off. Maybe rushing it a little bit, but maybe not.
Oh.
That's all right. We still have, look.
Well, it's not what I thought it was going to be.
It isn't?
I like it. I think some of the image and everything got lost. I don't know why it didn't come up. I think it's still on the plate.
Well, yeah, some of it still is, and we obviously had plenty of paint there.
Yeah, you could have left it large. That's called a hurried pull.
A hurried
Because she was
pull.
going paint to paint. When you go paint to paint, you want to make sure that stuff dries if you want it all off of there.
Yeah, we still have some good stuff there, but I'm just
I
going
think-
to leave it and let that dry. Oh, yeah. Not dry yet.
It is. It's the twang on the thing.
Do you think this has been down long enough? Yeah, it has.
I don't know. Russian pulls. Hey, it's okay. Ooh, now that's some business. That's the loveliness of the puzzle.
That's the
Man,
loveliness.
you got outlines, got like the halo thing. Some might even say you know what you're doing.
Well, the gods smiled on that one. They surely are. They surely did. Okay, now I can use this plate. It's bigger than the other one, but it's still going to work.
Carla, you may want to move you. Oh, it'll be a while before she's here. One of you guys in the chat, if you'll let Carla know that she should probably move her thing up.
What thing?
So she's more to the live.
Oh,
She's commenting on things that
yeah, I
she
do
does
that.
it all
I
the
do it all the time, and I don't understand why doesn't it take care of that for me? I mean, I pushed auto.
Is there a button for auto?
I pushed auto. Why is it not autoing?
Please take care of me.
If there's an auto option, I'm pushing auto, and then when it disappoints me because it doesn't auto. Oh, who knows?
Oh, I'm glad the big plate's opened up.
See, that's going to be too fussy down in that
No,
middle.
yeah,
I got to stay with, and then all I've got here is big old clunkers.
Well, chop it up, and shove it in that corner, and then send whatever. If it looks good, send it to John David. I'll cut
No,
you a
I'm
new
not
one.
talking about clunkers. I'm talking about it's too thick.
I know. It's got too much paint on it.
Yeah, and it's not going to work.
Yeah.
We do need to just. I'm handing these off to you, Mariah. John David, they're coming to you because they're.
Well, you'll have to let him know, Makers. He doesn't watch the streams.
I know, but sometimes I will tune in and I will say, you need to go over and watch it at so and so.
Yes, then he will. He'll watch that part.
Yeah, he will. Okay, we'll just make this work.
I like that.
Because, you know, we don't need the whole plate anyway, because we're doing this piece of paper here.
We talked about that, Susan. Susan says shadow move them.
Shadow move them. Okay, well, but not on this one. I'm going to do this one, then I'll shadow move.
Fantastic.
If we've got the time.
We can go.
And
for it.
we've got the time.
Yeah, we can go.
All
for
right,
it.
so let's talk about what color to use here.
Like smoke. I think what would be cool is a darker purple. Ooh, you're purple. You're. You know which one I'm talking about.
Almost
The
black.
one, yeah.
I don't know if I got enough. Just ran out of places to put things.
I know you do.
Oh,
And there's really no good
yeah.
answer.
Okay, I think there's enough there.
You need to mix more.
I do.
Maybe record it. Bring out the purple. That's a big plate.
Big plate. I'm using my smaller brayer because I want to be able to squeeze it in there. That big one just kind of skates over the surface sometimes.
You know what?
Okay. Well, what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and try to pull a
Okay. Yeah.
tissue. As well as...
Okay. There you go. That's some good stuff.
Isn't that
Good call. Good call on that. Now
beautiful?
pick those up.
Beautiful.
I'm agreeing with all of the things that she's doing.
This is when I wish I had those nails like the secretary at the VA had today. Oh my gosh, I don't know. how
But
she-
yeah, but no, there's. I don't think that's what she said. Lisa said, did you say that big brayer? She just wanted it out of the way.
And what? No, the big brayer skates over the top when you're doing these stencils that have, you know,
Oh, for
they're too
that.
thick.
Yeah.
You need the little one so you can get down into the
Get down on it.
get down on it. Get down on it.
Hey, all the brayers have their place. It's like the baron. Yeah, you need one of those.
I need something here.
Yeah.
Put over the top so I'm not mucking up my. I'm telling you what, this carnival tissue paper.
Yes, that is correct, Kathy. So, Mucky Muck, well, the Powsy Wow is the entry level to the perks. that just, you know, is a, hey, PM, we love watching you. Thanks for doing what you're doing. And then you guys get to, you know, use the emojis in the chat. And also comments. Whenever you guys come back on the videos and leave comments below, you can use the emojis then too. But then if you are like really interested in and you purchase stencils regularly, I would highly recommend looking into the Mucky Muck and the Loverly, because at the Mucky Muck level you get the Brad, tell me what it is. I forget what the discounts are. Sorry, I'm having brain issues today. That's awesome.
And look what we have left.
Looky there. Yes, 15 and then 20% on the Loverly. 15% for the Mucky Muck and then 20% for the Loverly. And that's in addition to what, you know, our stuff is already, we usually have things discounted already.
Okay, I could probably get something off of that, but I would like to get it all, so I'm going to let it dry.
That purple is awesome.
Isn't that eggplanty purple just wonderful?
I love it. You should do some of that with that.
I should. Absolutely. I had the same thought. Had the same thought, and I'm going to put this one down because this one still has paint on the other side. And I'm hoping it's going to leave some stuff there. And where is my other one that has all this and not, you know, like, oh, I flung it. I flung it.
She flung it over there.
I flung it.
Careful with the overlapping.
Careful with the overlapping. And sometimes I just want to cut that off for just a little bit, but then I think, nah, that's probably not such a good idea. I know I'm fumbling about here, but I promise you there is some madness to my method. Do you like that, Brian? Okie dokie.
Oh.
What?
Julie says the purple looks muddy from there. And that could just depend on, you know, devices and different things. I mean, it's showing up pretty good here on my monitor, I think. Let me look over here. It's even looking pretty good there. So yeah, I would have to say that it probably comes down to the various calibration of whatever device that you're on. Which unfortunately we don't have control of.
Yeah.
It's just the world.
We don't. Okay, I don't know that this is the right thing to do, but this is what we're going to do.
I like the idea. Now that greening business is going to no longer be.
Yeah.
But you will have it there where the mask is.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Mariah, you are so right. Yes, Mariah, you are right.
Oh, thank you guys, Susan and Ann. They love their they love their perks. And if you use it often, it kind of pays for itself. It does. Now, if you aren't a stencil buyer, they're really, you know, in a whole lot of sense for that, and that's okay too.
That's okay too.
Ooh, I like this. Ooh, and you're getting some crustiness happening.
Crustiness happening.
You don't want to pull that other one up yet?
Not yet. I'm going to try to get...
Ooh, very nice.
Yes.
I love that mulberry.
And it just looks kind of a little bit moldy.
Aw, thanks, Kathy. Oh, now you pulled some of it ended up on the
I know.
on the mat, but that's why it looks fantastic. I like where you're going with this. I don't know,
if it's going to work.
but I like the thought.
Nah, it's not. It's not going to pull anything off of there. Okay. So, what I'm thinking here, I love that combo. I'm hoping I can get some more of that. And I'm going to try to avoid that area up there.
All right, so do you think this is going to be something that you're going to leave on?
Yes.
And okay, this will probably be the last thing done today.
Yes.
And then what I'll try to do, because we're getting back to our normal schedule, sort of. Things been a little nutty. But we will do the shorts with the pole.
Stay up there, and I think I used that one down there when it was a really dumbass thing to do.
This is like watching a dog like do the, you know, like when they want to lay down. No, not quite right.
Or a hen.
Yeah. A hen. Oh, Devin, welcome to Mucky Muck. Thank you.
All right, I'm messing around here, and I should probably.
Yes, you're just. I mean, not that anything's...
this may be just a big old mess of whatever, but we don't know.
Yeah, you stuck in those.
Wrong color. It was supposed to be red.
Well, it's down. Make it happen, lady. Now we're gonna mix some in. Okay. You are officially a mucky mucker now, yeah.
And boy, are we mucky mucking up here.
Right, it's just perfect timing. Can't get any muckier than this. Careful. Okay, yeah. Just making me nervous. Whew.
Just want to get a little bit up there.
Yeah.
In those holes, but I don't want to cover up my green all together. All together now.
Oh, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, you'll be able to give a little yeah, you need to stop messing with that thing above because you're just...
Okay, yeah, and I'm letting it dry because I want to bring in more of that green to pull it with.
Perfect. I love the idea. Oh, gosh, those colors are... Oh, but if you bring the green in, you're going to lose some of that beautiful stuff that's happening around it.
Possibly.
If you put a piece of paper down right now, I could come in and spray green.
I don't want to do that, Mariah. I think what I can do is I can mask out some more and maybe even use the smaller little stencils here so that we have smaller...
Bye, Trish.
You know?
Maybe. I don't know. There's just... Those color mixes are so beautiful. Can you just show it one more time? Flip it over so, you know...
Well, I could
she's going to change it.
I could just wait and pull the whole thing with a clear, shiny thing. Or a clear matte thing.
Yeah, well, and if we didn't yammer on, I could, like you said, you could have just pulled it, and I don't know though if it would have all come up.
It's not going to because this down here is really dry.
Yeah.
This up here would have pulled.
Mo says I love this out loud thought process. Mainly it's me trying to talk her down from, you know, doing something crazy.
And mussing it all up.
We will never see that prettiness again unless you watch the stream.
I know. I just...
Ooh, Brad has a suggestion, maybe gold. Gold would be pretty nifty. And that would be some bling bling thang.
It would.
Alright, well stay tuned. Dun dun dun.
Because that's got to...
That has to dry.
That's got to dry.
And then I will do my very best. You cannot pull that without me
I won't.
filming it.
Dadgummit. Just hate it when those little white spots just
Well, you can fill that.
pop up.
Norma, welcome to Mucky Muck. Oh, look at you guys. It's so awesome. Welcome. Cliffhanger, yes, exactly. Okay, so today's Tuesday. Yes. I had to remind myself.
Yes.
We will be back on Thursday, same time, 3 p.m. Central. Thank you to all of you guys that, you know, come and hang out with us. get chatty in the chat. All of our new Arty Perk members are ones that have hung out with us now for 4 months or more. That's so exciting. We just love it all. We appreciate each and every one of you coming to this and hanging out with us over in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that information is down below. A lot of information is actually in the See More description area. That's where you can find out more about like the Arty perks and things that we've been kind of chit-chatting about if you came in here at the end. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We very much appreciate that. That is the #1 way to support us and the channel, and it's free. We shall see you guys on Thursday, and keep an eye out for those shorts because I will have those up.
Look at that, patina.
It's good stuff. All right, guys. See you next time.
Bye.